Hey guys, Britto here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019. Here we are for part number 8 of our Rags2Riches series. Let me quickly, before I forget, turn our volume back up. I was playing and watching something on YouTube a little bit earlier on, so thought I better turn the volume back up. So we've got this field here that we need to cultivate. I don't think it needs to be ploughed. No, none of that stuff. So we need to cultivate here. And I've also got a few jobs that we need to get done. A few missions, contracts. There's 3 there, fertilizing. So I'm going to cultivate this field. Then I'm going to purchase a new seeder that I've found. It is the Majevica Sejelica. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. But 3 meters wide, 400 liters. It plants. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't like cultivate at the same time. Doesn't fertilize or anything. But $2,000, can't complain. All right, so let's back up. We'll get this done. Might just turn my headset down just that a little bit. It's a little bit loud, but it shouldn't take us too long to get this done. And then we're going to have to, as I said, get a couple of jobs done. Come back and seed this field. And fertilize and that sort of stuff. Hopefully we don't get any more weeds between now and our first harvest. But you know, we're on the right path to becoming rich, going from our Rags2Riches series. Got our own field. We're hopefully going to have our own seeder as well as cultivator now, and then we should be able to start making some good money. I still haven't decided whether we're going to go with grass or a crop. I think we might go with a crop to start with. Obviously there's grass here. We can get the grass from around the outside of the field, so we don't need to plant the inside of the field. There's a little bit of grass. There's not a huge amount around the outside of the field, but there is some there for us to pick up. Those trees might be in the way a little bit. These ones are down here, but I'm not going to go cutting them down anytime soon. I don't know if we actually have a sell point for wood. There's wood chips. I'm not sure about wood, so we might have to actually turn everything into wood chips to be able to cut down these trees and sell them, and that's just extra money that we really don't have at this point in time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that last episode with a bit of a time lapse. But this episode I'm not planning on doing a time lapse at all. Just sort of going to show you guys exactly what we're doing. Starting to get things done, starting to head in the right direction, and working on our own field finally. I can possibly hire a worker to do this. Now that we have our own field, you know, we have the ability to be able to hire a worker to get this done while we go and do some other jobs, which I think we might actually do that. I don't really know how you guys feel about hiring workers at this point in time. As I said, every contract stuff we're going to do ourselves, but I think it's okay if we hire a worker to actually help us. You know, we've been lucky enough to have a lot of other farmers around here give us opportunity to work for them, make a little bit of money, so we need to give back to those other people like us who are starting to do the same thing, trying to go from rags to riches and get themselves their own farm eventually. Okay, maybe we can't hire a worker, so there we go, we'll do it ourselves. I don't know why it won't get it done. Maybe because there's a crop here, but this crop definitely has withered, so yeah, I don't know why it won't cultivate it. Anyway, we'll get it done, then we'll go and work on a couple of those spraying jobs, at least get one done this episode. That way we'll be able to purchase our seeder, and then if we have enough time, we'll try and get the rest done this episode as well. Otherwise we'll have to look at them in part number 9. But hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series. I know I've been having a lot of fun playing it and trying to experience new things with the old school machinery. I'm still yet to work out how to use these guys. I did buy them on another map. I think we're missing something there. I did buy them on another map to test them out, but it didn't seem to do anything. I couldn't get it to cut the grass, so I'm not quite sure if it cuts the grass or just picks up the grass. And if it just picks up like the straw that's left behind on the field. So I'm not quite sure. I'll have to have another look into it at some stage. I think, did we miss a bit then? I don't think we did. Oh, maybe a smidgen just there somewhere. I can't really... Looks like there might be a little bit of a miss there, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's go to that view so we can sort of have a look, make sure. Alright, so what jobs have we got? We've got 9, 57, 64, 38. So 9, 64, 38 is there, 57's up there. So 9, 64 and 38 are all close to where we are now, so we don't have to go too far. Let's get a couple of those spraying jobs done, which is good. We might turn our lights on. It is 7 AM in the morning. We did put it at ×5 as well. Actually, let's not do it ×5 now. We've got our own field because we don't want to have it grow too quick or too slow once it's actually planted, or growing different stages at different times, and have, you know, the start of the field withered while the rest of it's still ready to harvest. I do also think we still have not fast. Yep, all good. All the right settings there. It's not going to take us too long to get this field done anyway, so it's not too bad. Definitely need to also upgrade our tractor. Get rid of this guy and grab something, I don't know, maybe something, whether it's something newer, but something definitely better to use than this guy. This guy's not the best. It's very slow with stopping and very slow with taking off and that sort of stuff, so but we'll certainly take a good look at it. Also the truck that we've got, I was thinking of getting rid of that as well, because as you guys might have seen in our time lapse, when I went to put stuff in the back, that toolbox I went to put in the back, there's no actual hitboxes inside the trailer itself, so I think if we go and take it over there, sell this tractor, maybe we can upgrade our tractor and also get our seeder as well. So that's probably something that we can do as soon as we finish this field, before we go working on any of those other contracts just yet. No, we've got everything so far. There's one of those weird spots there that look like we're sort of missing things. As far as tractors go, I don't really know. We're going to have to sort of have a look once we sell our truck and take the tractor back. Have a look, see what we can and can't afford, and go from there. So, certainly we want something cheap again. Something a little bit better than what we've got would be quite handy. Feel. So looks like one more pass down and one more pass back up and we'll be finished. We need to work out what we're going to plant here as well, so we'll have a look at that. We come back, wheat, oats aren't too bad a price actually, really good. Look at that, 4,000 for soybean. So the prices are pretty good. So I think we might go what's oats? Might go oats or something to start with. At least that way we can get not only like the grain, we can also grab the straw as well and make some money off the straw hopefully. We're just going to need a way to pick up the straw, whether we turn it into straw bales or managed to get one of the loading wagons or something to work. I've also sort of been thinking about the future, trying to work out if we're going to buy field 41, field 40 over there. What we're going to do as far as working out where we're going to put our farm and stuff, I suppose. That field there's 182, that's 111. So there's plenty of money in it. I don't know what's actually... Okay, that's, yeah, corn, possibly, yep, corn. The corn's planted over there. Right, I'm just going to drop this cultivator off into here, and we'll take this tractor back. And see what sort of money we can get for it. Probably not a lot. We've got our mower sitting here. I did reset a lot of our stuff. Actually, there's no sell point there. Sell trigger, I should say. I think that's the purchase point. Yep, there's no sell trigger anywhere, fortunately. No, definitely not. No sell trigger. So it looks like we're going to have to sell it from here. I'm going to sell that one as well. So that's $14,000 we've got. Let's have a look at our seeders. I'm going to buy this guy. And I'm also going to buy a bag of seed. And then we've got $11,000 for a tractor, which I know isn't going to be much. So we might need to do another job or so. That, 39 horsepower. Doesn't look too bad actually. It's a shame that it's hasn't got much horsepower. So I think yeah, we've got this one for $1, which I don't really want to buy a tractor for $1. What do we got in here? 32,000, 47.5. So we need to get a few jobs done. We might have actually sold that tractor too early. Stupid me, but anyway, let's come on over and jump in this truck. Go and get some jobs done. As I said, we've got 938. Yep, 938 and 64. So we'll go down and do number 9 first. Got 38 and 64 after that. Need to bring up the map, so we'll turn down at field 5. So 9, we'll do 38, then we'll do 64, and then we can have a look at how much money we've got then and what we can afford to buy. Right, so not here, it's the next one. Beautiful. Let's unfold this guy. Alright, so this field shouldn't take too long. And then we can have a look at, I said field 38, field 64. So we might have close to 18,000 by the time we finish that. So we're still going to be a little bit low on funds for a tractor, but we'll be able to pick something up. It's felt like that tractor that we had at the moment wasn't anywhere near good enough. I think maybe one of these, the Ursus C330s, might end up picking up one of those guys. think it's still going to be a small tractor, but it's probably going to be a lot better quality than the one that we just had, and it might actually drive straight, which will help us a fair bit as well. So we should be nearly finished there, and we'll start turning around. There we go. You can see what I have sprayed this time. Sometimes I don't get to see it, sometimes I do. Right, there we go. Last run up, maybe get enough of the field. Should be enough to finish the job, hopefully. There we go. The track on field 9 is done. We actually need to spray our own field as well, but we'll get there. So 9. We'll go to field 38. So that'll be straight up here and then left, right, I think. I think that's how we'll get into the field. Actually, I'm not sure. It might be past this next turn. Yeah, past the next turn, and then we come in from down the bottom here. Somewhere, maybe. Yeah, there we go. In here, should hard right. There we go. So I'm still stuck with that money, as I've said in previous episodes, $2,000 per hectare for spraying, $5,000 per hectare for like field work, so cultivating, seeding, ploughing, all that sort of stuff, and then $10,000 per hectare for harvesting jobs. All these spraying jobs I'm doing at the moment, I haven't even actually had to change the price. They were all pretty close to $2,000 per hectare, so I haven't had to bother actually going in and manipulating the mission prices or contract prices or anything. This is all what the standard game was offering us, so they're kind of at the right amount, I think, or at least maybe we're at the right amount with the $2,000 per hectare. Alright, so this job is going to be done soon, then we'll head to field 64. And then we need to work out how much money we're going to have after that. It's still kind of a little bit hard to see. It's just that time of morning, I think. But it's a little bit hard to see, but I think if I head back up this way, I think I can see okay there. Probably not perfectly, but reasonably well. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got pretty much all of that, so that's fine. Let's follow this line down and see how we go. If we can complete the job without having to do this last little bit. Yeah, beautiful, there we go. Right, so field 38 is done. We're going to go field 64. And we'll see how much we have after that. Oh, fence. We should have enough after that to grab one of those Ursus tractors, as I said. So we'll come up here and we'll turn left, and then the entrance should be on the right there for field 64. Another decent sized field. As I said, we're going to have to go and fertilise our field now if we can, and then we will seed it after that. Let's have a look actually. Field 42. Oh, we might be able to. I don't know if we'll be able to do it straight away or not. We might have to seed it first before we can actually fertilise it. But so this one is a fairly hefty job. So $2,000 per hectare, 1.6 hectares, so 3,231. Pretty bloody accurate. I said I didn't change any of the prices. That's just what the game has given us. So it's pretty close to, as I said, the $2,000 per hectare. I'm sort of struggling to see where we haven't sprayed now. Not missing any, so I think we are now. Yep, just. I might go. So I might go thinking going 0 degrees, but it's probably not worth it. Let's just see if we can keep ourselves on track here. The GPS mod is out, I do believe, as well as Courseplay, but I've had nothing but dramas with Courseplay, and I haven't even bothered to use the GPS mod as yet, so definitely maybe have the GPS mod for next episode. It's going to be something I'm going to need to download, have a bit of a test run with, and see how it performs. Courseplay certainly isn't up to my standard, even though it's in a beta mode, and I do understand there's going to be bugs and dramas. I still just feel like it's way off being able to be used in a Let's Play series format. There'll be a lot more frustration than there will be, you know, positives out of it. So we'll get this field done. We will purchase our other tractor, or our new tractor, and then we'll start to seed our field with oats, and then I think we'll have to fertilise it after that. I'm pretty sure it won't let us fertilise it beforehand. And also, as I said, we will hire other workers when we can. We've got our little Rags2Riches story going here. We're going to hire other workers and, you know, pretend as if we're helping them out as well. Like, they need to get some work, get some money behind them so they can do their own Rags2Riches story as well. So we've been lucky enough to have farmers help us out with some work, and we're going to help out other younger people that are maybe new to the farming game, trying to get their farming career and farming business off the ground. They will be using our equipment, but we're still going to pay them the right amount. Obviously, if they use their own equipment, they'll get paid a little bit more, but with them using ours, they won't get paid quite as much. It's one thing I'd love to do in real life, to be honest, is to be able to find somewhere close to me which is a farm and needs some work, and they're willing to put on a greenhorn and give them a go with doing some farm work, whether it's be, you know, slashing or baling and harvesting and all that sort of stuff. I'd love to actually get out there and give it a go, but unfortunately where I am in the Newcastle Hunter area, New South Wales, we don't have, well, we do have a lot of farm land around us, but not a lot of huge farming companies or farming areas, I don't think. So it might be a little bit difficult to actually find somewhere to get a start with helping someone out. A lady did post something the other day on a local buy, sell and sort page to me, wanting someone to come and slash her property. I did contact her, but unfortunately she wanted someone to bring their own equipment, which I don't have, so couldn't do it, which was a bit of a shame. There we go, field 64 is done for the contract. Now have field 57, so we have 17,000. So as I said, the cheapest one we can go with now is one of these Ursus for 15,000, or this guy which just hasn't got enough oomph, hasn't got enough get up and go. The only thing we can do is maybe look at getting a little loan. And I don't think, now that we've got our own farmland, I think that people would be more than willing to actually give us a loan. This is a tractor. This really is a tractor that I want to go for. Trelleborgs or Mitas? So that's a 43,000. So I mean, let's do it. With no loan at the moment. So we just walked into the bank and let's say ask them $50,000 loan. Get us moving ahead with our farm. So let's grab this guy. I do like that, but front and rear hydraulics. I don't think we need twin wheels, especially for a map like this. So let's buy this guy. Hopefully you guys are okay with it. I mean, as I said, now we've got our own land. There's no reason why we can't walk into the bank and say, hey, you know, we've just bought this land for 75,000. This is all the equipment we have. I'm looking at borrowing, you know, $100,000, and then the bank will turn around and come back to us and say, no, we'll give you 50, and then once that's paid off, we can go from there. So now that we've taken out our first loan of $50,000, we won't be able to get any other loans until that loan is paid off in full. So we're going to need to maybe do a few of these harvests and actually not make any money or make any profit. We're going to have to do the harvest initially just to be able to pay off our loan. Right, so our farm should be here on the left somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Still have that other job to do. I might even, depending on how this episode goes, I might even get that done off camera, because we're gonna sort of start running out of time soon, I think. So we'll run over and jump in our tractor, grab our new seeder, the IMT 5210. It actually sounds a lot better on startup for sure. Alright, we'll fill it, and we're going to go with oats, won't we? A little bit better in price, so I think oats will be the way to go. Alright, so if we go ridge marker, I've never really actually used proper ridge markers or anything, so we'll have a look at it. So if we set this up at 0 degrees at 1440, that's right, isn't it? It's still a little bit all over the place like the last tractor was, but not anywhere near as bad. It's definitely going to be able to pull along a lot better. So I've never really used ridge markers. I've never really seen the point, because we can sort of already see where we've gone anyway. Oh, there we go. This thing does sound really mean, actually. Alright, put it down. Let's just drive along this way. We'll see. We'll do it first person for a little while. See how we go. I don't usually do a lot of first person stuff, because it is usually pretty hard to see. Even now it's sort of hard to see, and I think we're missing a little bit. Yeah, we were. So we need to sort of drive on the last, keep the center of the tractor, or the little ridge there in the center of the engine cover there. Keep that sort of on the last run that we've done. Alright, so like this, so follow it through, so keep it sort of in the center of our hood there. We'll have to come back and touch this up a little bit. And there's our timer going off. So half an hour is gone already. Doesn't take long, does it, for it to go? So we might continue on. I'll just continue on recording until we've done this field with our seeding, and then so next episode I'm gonna have to possibly finish off that spraying job that we've got, fertilizing job. We're gonna have to fertilize this field. It's gonna go around the outside of this field and actually mow the grass. We won't have any money to be able to collect it straight away, I don't think, but at least if we mow it, then when it grows again overnight and we go to mow it again tomorrow, we'll have extra grass to be able to pick up. The other thing is, I have downloaded it, another mod. Downloaded a mod which gives us more real dirt. I don't think I've turned it on for this game as yet, so I'll have to have a look at that and certainly get that done. And then we'll go from there, I think, and continue to find some more mods for this series. We've been lucky enough to have a lot of people punch out a lot of mods, old school tractors, old school equipment like this, which is really, really good. It's really going to help us with the longevity of this series. We have that other seeder as well, which has that 9-meter width, but for this map I feel like it's too wide, 100% too wide, because we're not even going to be able to get it through the hedges to get into the field in the first place, I don't think. So something I'll have to continue to look at for other seeders. But this one is pretty cool, 3 meters wide, which isn't that wide obviously, but if we can get another one similar to this, maybe 6 meters wide, but one that folds up, or even a 9 meter wide one, I mean, that's fine. But because it doesn't actually fold up, we can't actually use it, because we won't be able to get it into the field in the first place. Alright, so definitely happy with this tractor. Hopefully you guys aren't that concerned about, as I said, taking out that little loan. Like, it's not that big a loan, I don't think. And with us now owning our own lands, I definitely feel in real life the bank would even, you know, encourage us and throw a little bit of money at us. Let's have a look and make sure I'm not missing any. I don't think I am. It's still that time of morning where the sun's still rising, but it's not up high enough for us to actually be able to see the field in great sunlight just yet. I think definitely didn't go very straight up here, did I? Yeah, it looks pretty good there. We're doing okay. We might be able to actually hire a worker here and get him to actually just help us out. Might do it once we get to this other end. We might just sort of go straight here and try and fix this a little bit up, because I'll be able to go and jump in our sprayer here and maybe even spray the field while our hired worker is getting all this done. Alright, so H for hired worker. Let them do their thing. It's actually a pretty good looking tractor. Alright, let's actually cannot see anything. There we go. Let's move forward, open this guy up, see if we can quickly spray this field. I don't know if we'll be able to spray all of it though, that's the problem. No, I think it's letting us spray all of it, so absolutely, that's going to work well. think I might have. No, we didn't. So I think I might have missed a bit at the start, but we haven't. So give this a quick spray, and I think we'll end the episode anyway. We'll let this guy finish off doing his thing, and I might go and do that other job off camera, as I said. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, as always, smash that like button. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know if you're enjoying it. If you've got any ideas, if there's any mods that you know of that might suit the series, make sure you let me know. Whether you do it in Discord or do it in the comments section. Discord's probably a bit easier, that way you can actually post a link and we can all go and have a look at it. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet and want to see some more, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell next to it and receive a notification every time I upload. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. See you again soon.